Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Astrology, where we break these hoes down with, no apology. Um, what we're looking at today is Teyana Taylor interviewing Lori Harvey about, her terms. Excuse me, how she approaches dating and dating on her terms. That's what the interview is about, right? And we're gonna break down the Capricorn hoe. Do you understand me? We're gonna tap in with Teyana a little bit, but we're gonna break down the Capricorn hoe. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. I ain't gonna make this shit long. I'm just kind of skimming through certain parts, but let's get it.
That's right. That's right. Oh my God. All right, so we getting straight to it.
Okay.
Get my little bumble cue card. I think we did. Okay, so what was one of the most important flags, red or green, that you looked for upon meeting someone? Red or green?
Okay, let's go. Green, I would say just like transparency and like openness, communication, not trying to beat around the bush or act like you want something that you maybe really don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like really you got 20 other people that you're entertaining. Like it's like, just be open and honest about what it is, what you're doing, because then I feel like that gives you an opportunity to make a conscious decision about what you want to do.
Right, because we might be on the same wave.
Yeah.
So please.
Okay. She's talking about my theory. She's talking about Michael B. Jordan, basically, possibly, allegedly, whatever. Dude might have been, on some bullshit fixed sign shit. Fixed signs like to speak cryptically. They like to speak in code. They're not really always clear. They like to have vague statements and make vague statements so that whoever can interpret it and they can paint their own picture to what the fuck is going on. All right? That is common when you're dealing with fixed signs. So you kind of got to be a couple steps ahead of them. And you kind of got to understand human nature to really understand them, all right? But let's just say she is talking about Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is an Aquarius, a fixed sign. And like I stated, they like to speak in code. So maybe dude wasn't all the way, up front. Maybe he felt the pressure of having to move and swag like a Future or like a Diddy or Diddy's son or anybody else she dated prior to him, so that he could I guess even the playing field for himself. Let's get back into it though.
So
Cut the game.
you just cut it.
Cut the games. Cut the games.
Okay, so if you had a red, what would it be?
I would say if you're too close to your exes, that's a red flag. It's like,
Cordial, cool.
cordial, okay, you speak. I don't want y'all to have beef yet, okay? Because then that gets messy.
So how would you take it if it was
She was
green?
full of shit on that part. Just real quick, she was full of shit. But she's going to do the fake it till you make it because she is a Capricorn, and she understands. She's an Earth sign, so Earth sign understands image control at all times. And right now she's kind of doing a little bit of image control. It's like, oh shit, my bad, y'all. My bad. Hold on, I'm fucking up. All right, let's go.
Oh yeah, it's like
It's not adding up for me.
it's not. Because I feel like if y'all gonna be that level of close, then we don't need to be doing this. Like y'all should still try and probably figure that out or work that out.
Yeah, and then also too, it's like on the flip, how would you feel? Are you cool if I'm still cool with my exes?
And
We're
that's
supposed
my
to type
thing. Don't
away.
dish what you can't take.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like.
Now let's break that down. These two bitches were born in winter time. Winter time is cold. You understand? So they could be warm-hearted in areas that other signs aren't warm-hearted. Let me just break this down. From Aries to Virgo, that's the first 6 months of the Zodiac chart. You're going to see brightness within that, okay? Warm-heartedness, brightness, okay? Outwardness, outward show of love and affection, and you're going to see a lot of logic being used, all right? When you get to that Libra to Pisces, that's the more emotional mind state of the Zodiac. So look at the first 6 months as the sun and the last 6 months as the moon, just to simplify things for y'all. But I'm stating that to say that the Capricorn believe in tit for tat and being emotionally unattached. So she was emotionally dead or selfish with her emotions, and the Aquarius dude was selfish and he was emotionally dead. They're two next door signs, so pretty much two motherfuckers the same dating each other. You know what I mean? But with slight differences. But let's continue.
I feel that. Okay, well, on a more positive note, what make you feel powerful, like, when dating?
Not compromising my values and like my standards and my requirements. I think it just also depends to like where you guys are at in that stage of the relationship, because sometimes like you gotta just make sure you're giving it to the right person. I think that that's important, because it's like when you start giving it to the wrong person, it's gonna like drain you.
But then when you know it's the right person, because everybody have on a mask in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So like overall, like what stage of dating do you feel like you start seeing people's true colors? That's an even better question. Because what if you blocking your blessings? What if you see? That's the thing. We talk about
now. This is the Teyana Taylor is a Sagittarius. Okay, that's next door sign to Capricorn. All right. Low key, she kind of feels sorry for Michael B. Jordan, because she like, damn, bro probably had good intentions. Bitch, you think you can just go and run through niggas and not even try to fuck with a nigga the right way? You gonna go to hell, bitch. You gonna have bad karma coming your way. That's some fuck. You basically, bitch, you kind of got some faggot bitch in you. You got a little bit of faggot bitch in you, because if you gonna be all the way on some horn, don't be trying to teeter-totter the line. Which I don't think that, you know, she did anything super wrong, but I'm just breaking down the contrast of mindsets from a masculine sign, which is Teyana Taylor, a fire mutable, a Sag, versus a feminine sign, which is the pioneering cardinal sign of this Capricorn earth sign. You dig what I'm saying? So she's trying to give her a little bit of game on the subtle. Like, hey, man, you might want to slow down and start moving with some honor, bitch. All right, let's get into it.
like following us, following our heart, following that feeling, but at the same time have a whole bunch of requirements on what a person should be. So how do we know like which ones are like, am I being too harsh or am I being...
Well, I think like there's some superficial requirements that like, okay, we can kind of, you can cut down on those. You can compromise on some of those, because it's like, okay, that's not really important. If it's somebody who's genuinely like a really good person, they care about you, they have your best interests at heart, then I feel like, okay, we can compromise on some of those things. But I think like as long as you're not compromising on like your core values and beliefs and like...
That's it. That's it. Okay.
In other words, I'm a stubborn bitch, and nigga, if you ain't coming already with what's going on, if you ain't matching my energy on what I believe in, my values, my core principles, nigga, it ain't shit you could do but let me break on your dumb ass. You dig what I'm saying? Only thing you could do is sit back and let me break your stupid ass down like a junkyard. If you ain't coming with the right energy. Let's get it.
Describe how taking control improves the overall dating experience.
I think you'll just be happier at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm very much in a space right now where I'm not doing anything that's going to compromise my peace and happiness.
Period.
So I think just taking control, making sure you like maintain your power, don't give your power away to anybody, that I feel like is...
Cardinal sign, believe in power. You know what I'm saying? They're not really selfless individuals. You gotta understand, the mutable sign is selfless, all right? Those are the good Samaritans. The cardinal sign can show acts of selflessness as long as it makes sense with their business agenda and where they're going. They're the pioneers of the Zodiac. The Aries, the Ram, the Goat, the Capricorn, the Crab, and you have the Libra, the Scales, the only inanimate sign in the Zodiac chart. Okay? But I'm saying all that to say that they're pioneers by nature, so they're going to have a mixture of, you know, the heart and mind. All right? The mutable is the selfless, but they also represent the mind of the Zodiac. The cardinal signs represent the heart and the mind. So when you have the heart and the mind mixed, you're going to have more of a self-indulgent nature, not necessarily selfish. Then you get to the fixed sign, the heart, and they could be selfish. You dig what I'm saying? So let's get into it.
Either like truly being happy in or out of a relationship.
What's one thing you know now that you wished you knew sooner? I ain't doing this with you. Chill.
You know.
Now they're talking about, now that's whole talk. That's whole code. You know what I'm saying? That could have meant like, shit, I wish I knew the nigga dick size before I got all involved with this motherfucker. This shit was only 5 inches. I thought, damn, at least give a bitch 7 or something. That's probably what they about to head into with that shit. Or they might say some other shit about nigga bank account, money stature. But just understand that's whole code. Cause she would have never had to tell that bitch to chill. You did what I'm saying? So that's an inside talk whole code. But just to let y'all niggas know what the fuck, how bitches, communicate. Let's get it though.
I even learned to become a better communicator in this relationship. Like, I think I actually learned that about myself. I actually was a horrible communicator. Didn't know.
You think? You didn't know?
But she can't help that because that's part of being a feminine sign. Communication is strong in the masculine signs, fire and air. We're the aggressive, outward, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the doers, the givers, in a sense, of the Zodiac. The feminine signs are going to be the receivers. They're going to have strong inner reserves. They're going to have magnetism, but not necessarily communication. All right, let's get it.
I was the original who taught you about your communication, okay?
Right, a masculine sign had to break shit down. Sagittarius. Let's go.
Okay, well, I just didn't realize it was that bad. But I learned. So that's something I've like actively been working on. I've been working on it though. I've gotten it significantly better.
Okay.
Significantly.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah, cannot wait.
Yeah. Well,
Growth.
stay tuned.
It's that growth I was saying about. I was
You're
saying
right.
that.
Don't judge you, babe. So you're right.
This is
You're
now.
right. This is now. This is today.
Yeah.
Got you.
The thing is,
Right.
Now, don't think that this Teyana Taylor bitch don't think this bitch kind of slow. They have an age gap, and I understand that. But she think this bitch a little slow. She might think she a little sloppy in movement. Let's go.
I don't even think that it's anything that like I wish I knew then that I know now. I knew.
Right.
I probably knew then.
Sometimes it's okay just not have no regrets.
Like,
Life is life.
I feel like that's the beautiful part of growth.
Yes.
You know, what I wanted at 21, I don't want at 25.
Right.
But at 21, I can't really speak to where she
It's outside. That's what I'm saying.
Two different
like,
mindsets,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Two different, I don't even know her anymore. I don't know who she is. What does she do?
What she do?
What?
Don't judge me based off that man.
Because she's not here anymore.
She's not.
This is who we're dealing with today. So
Address me as such. Address me as today.
Okay.
What Joe say? Yesterday's price.
It's not
Today's price. Who she was 4 years ago. Who she was yesterday. Today. Nah, that's real.
Now, one thing I will say about the Capricorn bitches is, they're smart individuals. They're very practical minded, and they do have a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? That definitely aligns with me being there in conjunct. But yeah, they have a good sense of humor, and they can be sharp. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking about this bitch in particular. But yeah, let's roll.
I have no regrets in life. Like,
live
I
your
feel
life,
like,
and you can't live your life based on like what other people are gonna think, how other people are gonna feel. Because at the end of the day, it's your life.
Right.
So what's gonna make you happy? Like, I never want to look back and be like, oh, I wish I did, or oh, why didn't I? Da-da-da. I'm gonna do it.
But that's what's dope about you, because I feel like people even come and do interviews, they come and do these kind of things and they sell it, but like you really live up to everything that you're saying. Like you have to do that, especially at your age. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't live with any regrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's probably some things that everybody feel like I could have handled this differently. I could have but do I regret the experience? Do I regret the lesson? Do I regret?
Because
I don't regret
like
anything.
you learn so much in the process. So it's like I wouldn't trade the knowledge I got for anything.
Exactly. And sometimes you
Now the bitch do got a little bit of game on her. Do you hear the fuck I'm saying? The bitch got a little bit of game on her, and she understands the art of stoicism. Even right now, she got a stoic face. She probably got a million thoughts running through her head, but she understands, a little bit. The bitch, a little bit of understanding stoicism. So I'll say that. Other than that, though, we're gonna just get back into it. Let's go.
those like mistakes, whatever they want to call it. You need those mishaps to know what to do better in the future. We got to stop living in what we could have done better, what we could have and move forward and how we can become a better version of ourselves every single day, because time is not our friend. You don't get yesterday back, you don't get last month back, you don't get those years back. So all you can do is move forward and prepare yourself for being a young adult and a woman and then a mom and a wife or whatever it is that you see yourself being. Now you have enough knowledge to be like, okay, I tried it this way, this didn't work. Still don't regret it though. You know, we had good conversations. So it's like, even when we talk,
we just breaking down the Capricorn mind.
Type, just like, it's
Yeah,
gonna
man.
hurt
You're missing out on your blessings.
Right, exactly.
You're not handling it how you need to be handling it.
Okay, Steve Harvey, come on through. Let's see what Steve teaching in this motherfucker. Hold on, we're gonna go back.
A cup of tea. Whereas, like, if you sip too fast, you're doing too much, you mishandling that cup of tea, you will get burned. You know what I'm saying? And not on some, like, disloyal type, just like, it's going to hurt you.
You're missing out on your blessings. Really,
right, exactly.
You're not handling it how you need to be handling it.
That's that Capricorn thinking. Now, they do understand responsibility. You know, they're from Saturn. Saturn is the planet of Father Time. You know what I'm saying? So they understand doing everything to a T to get, you know, the right blessings from doing things the right way. They do understand that, and, you know, she got a Capricorn stepdaddy, so she's getting the information, you know, firsthand on how to be a motherfucking Capricorn and how to, you know, receive, goddammit. Let's go.
It burned, didn't it? Okay, I told you.
Don't touch that.
Said sip with caution.
I told you.
Listen.
I told you. But I think that should work all across the board with dating and business relationships, whatever, friendships, whatever. Like, we should all handle each other with, you know, caution and care and respect. So we do have some Bumble users to talk to. Well, Bumble guests.
Okay, cute.
Real quick question.
Give some tips and tricks.
Yo, pull up your Bumble profile because I got a question. Do you keep it a being on your profile? Do you feel like it's the most authentic representation of you today?
Alright,
Do
we're
your
gonna
interest
keep
match
on.
match what you're into right now?
Pass
Or what
through
you,
this. It's like a
For
little
you now, so
commercial.
here it's not as easy for you to kind of like.
They brought some chick in. I don't know what she is as far as her signs, but she kind of got added in to give a look of authenticity. Like they just normal motherfuckers that kick it when that ain't the fucking case. Well, maybe it is the case, but they portraying her like she's a regular girl
It kind of like helps
to add authenticity to this Bumble shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bumble.
I like Bumble because.
And shout out to these beautiful women. Shout out to Teyana Taylor and shout out to Lori Harvey. And this beautiful black woman right here as well. You know what I'm saying? With the thighs out and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, shout out to them. But this ain't no hate video. I'm just breaking down,
It's on your turn.
you know what I'm saying, the mind of a Capricorn woman.
Always on my terms. Even when they think it's unfair, it's always on my terms.
period.
Period.
How do you prepare yourself for a first date? That's a good question. The last like
First date. Yeah.
You know, it's to me, it's always about.
Yeah, I like that
the journey.
Teyana Taylor bitch.
Not,
She
it's never
alright.
about the destination. So even when it's time for me to get ready for a date, it's more about me. Like, it's the music playing, it's me dancing in the mirror. It's me like, well, girl, you fine today.
You gotta start feeling yourself. You gotta hype yourself up.
You know what I'm saying? That's more so where it happens for me. But, you know, when I get there, I'm traditionally different that y'all never been before. That's your first date. You can look at it like that. This is your first time going to
I'm a
places.
comfort person. I would just want to go to Del Frisco's every single day. Don't take me nowhere new. I don't want to try octopus. I don't want to try nothing that I just.
Believe it or not. You know
No,
how it is.
I can believe
it
that. Yeah.
Because I'm very close with my brother. I've always been feminine, but I had a masculine energy that I didn't under.
Okay, I mean, that's a whole nother video.
What about you, girl? Well, you are your younger. You so Lori's so young, child.
This is the part I wanted to
She
show
ain't
y'all.
reincarnated. Nuh-uh, Lori reincarnated. She ain't young.
No, but I'm saying she's so mature for her age that I really be thinking she in her. Like, you ain't even been on this earth that long for me to be asking you half the questions that I'm asking you. So it's like, and your younger self, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Y'all relationship people?
Yeah.
Me too.
It's like, I'm like you. I grew up with.
She was full of shit right then. She was partly full of shit, not fully, partly full of shit. She is not. She's in a relationship mind, but she not coming with the the squares of mindsets to a relationship, and she knows this, you know. But let's continue.
So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I know how this is going down. And I'm going to move
You beat him
accordingly.
to the punch.
Yeah, I'm just going to move
Yeah.
accordingly. And also, like, I almost got married very young. And so I think after that, it made me be like, okay, I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life. So I think.
I got hoeing to do. Synonymous with that. I got hoeing to do. I got dicks to see. I don't know if this should be the last dick I touch. I don't know. I mean, I like you, but I'm a cardinal, and I got some hoeing to do. Do you understand? Yeah.
At that point, then I was like, okay, I'm about to, like I said, just date on my terms. And, like, however I want to move, whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it. And if it's no longer serving me, I'm going to move on.
I mean, that's what it was for me. But, yeah, this was a great conversation.
If it don't serve me, I'ma move on. That's so important. Let's break that part down. If it don't serve me no more, I'm moving on. Meaning, if I can't break this nigga for no more dollars, no more energy, if I can't get no more resources out this bitch ass nigga, poof. If the dick starting to get weak, poof. The nigga sneeze wrong, poof. He get out the bed looking ugly. I'm out of there. I came in the door looking for an exit plan. Do you understand? This is the mind of a Capricorn woman. You know what I mean? More importantly, 304 hoe. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do with that. But yeah, this is the mind of a Capricorn woman. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for what can serve them. And if you're not serving or giving me a little bit of window to, you know, get my funky bitch on, then we don't need to be fucking with each other. Now, I'm not saying they're not loyal people, and I'm not saying that they can't, you know, be in long, standing relationships, but I'm just giving you a synopsis of if you've ever dealt with one and you've seen these traits, you wasn't tripping, because this is a pattern that you will see occurring in the mind of a Capricorn woman. Man, I hope, you know what I mean, y'all got that. I hope y'all digested that. I hope it was digestible. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And most importantly, hit the subscribe and hit the bell. Woo woo, we out.